Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. So in today's video, we're going to explore OpenClaw together. We'll test OpenClaw and set up some activities, some actions. So for those who don't know OpenClaw well, it's a very smart agent that you install. And then you just give it an order. So what it'll do is execute that order without us typing a single line of code. And the type of order actually is that this machine, it manages to exploit data, launch actions, and basically do things that in the past humans used to do. This means that when we use N8N as an automation tool, we have to define the scenarios, explain the info, say what it should do in every case. But today with this tool, OpenClaw, we don't actually need to create any scenarios. We give it the order, the authorization, and it's the one that will execute it. So as a result, we move from a mode of programming, creating workflows, to an autopilot mode. And it's really a very, very powerful tool. If I look today at Google Trends, comparing companies over the last week, those searching for N8N and those searching for ClawdBot bot, today we find that OpenClaw is actually the most searched for by companies. So that's in red. So it's a trend, but not just a trend. I've tested it, and it's truly a very powerful tool. So the goal of this video is that I'm going to show you how to activate OpenClaw in a secure way, because be careful, if it's misconfigured or if we install it on our own machine, it's very dangerous. Why? Because it can actually have access to your data without you even realizing it. So it's very interesting to install it elsewhere on an external server. We'll try to show you how to do it, how to set it up, and how to get a connected status. And of course, I'll give you all the installation steps without typing a single line of code. This time it's very important because if we install OpenClaw with VPS, it'll require expertise. Typing many lines of code, I'll show you how we can simply take a pre-configured server with OpenClaw and start working with it directly. Please stay until the end of the training session. I will provide you with all of my documentation, and especially I have laid out the difficulties and challenges you might encounter with OpenClaw. And I'll show you all the details to unlock the connection with WhatsApp, with Telegram, how to stay safe, and how to teach this machine to answer our questions. Come on, stay until the end. It's a video for beginners to guide you step by step through the setup, and especially to test it. We'll test it together. I'll show you the power of how I send an order to OpenClaw and how it responds. So I like to start with a simple example to better understand the difference between OpenClaw and ChatGPT. You really need to understand the difference. So imagine that I'm going to ask ChatGPT to create a video for me. So by default, ChatGPT will basically give me the actions that I need to take. It'll tell me, look, you'll need this software. You have to, well, I can help you open it, run it, and set it up. So it gives you the actions that you have to do yourself. It's the user who actually does the work. It can explain how, it can give you example prompts to run, on other tools like NanoBanana, Vio3, or other software. However, when we use the AI agent, which is OpenClaw, it's a different story. With OpenClaw, when I tell it, I need you to write for me a video about this or that information, what it'll do is it'll take action. That means it's actually capable of installing what we call skills or competencies. And it can execute those skills on the server. It can install the software itself, and it'll give me results. And what's very interesting is it gives me real examples to send directly to, for instance, my Telegram. So imagine, to take a simple example, if I give it a video and tell it to give me the transcription, what it'll do is either install the tool itself. This is the tool that it'll actually need. Or it tells me here, if you want to install it yourself, here you go. But it already puts the video in the designated space. It actually prepares the output document that I'm supposed to create. So then I can even tell it to do the work itself. And that's what we're going to see a bit of in this example. I can give it an order, it'll execute it and give me the result. And that's where the power lies. I'm talking to an agent, as you can see right here, on Telegram or WhatsApp, and it's going to give me the result. And that really changes the game, showing that today's AI is indeed powerful, but be careful, it's dangerous, which is why you must be very cautious when handling these kinds of agents. I'd like to show you a little diagram that's very interesting. This diagram shows how we're evolving in artificial intelligence today. We're moving beyond ChatGPT and arriving at OpenClaw. It's like a natural evolution. So at the start, we have ChatGPT. Okay, an agent where it's a chatbot that simply responds through discussion. The user will ask it to perform a task or to answer regarding a topic. So what it'll do is the chatbot will simply send the instructions, the written response, and it's the user who executes it. Today, this is the fifth step where this execution is transformed or transferred from the user to an agent. And it's this agent that performs the task, and note the word automatic. Why? Because we can program it to do the tasks. A very simple example. I can ask it how to convert a lead into a customer, meaning a hot lead interested in my product, leads that are in my inbox. So imagine I can ask ChatGPT how to, convince my customers who emailed me last month to buy. So ChatGPT will most likely give you a strategy. It'll tell you, okay, you need to reply to all customers, follow up with them, and so on. Now, with the agent, it's the one that's going to do it. And it can go into the inbox, extract all the emails from last month, and prepare a response for each one, and send it. And that's what's really interesting. It can stay on standby if the customer actually replies. If a reply is sent, it can then continue the conversation until it reaches the goal of convincing the customer to buy. That's basically the execution part. Before we'd reach this stage and have to call on a human to, copy-paste the text suggested by ChatGPT and apply the strategy, but imagine an agent that can go all the way. And we don't actually need to program to create a workflow with scenarios and then launch that workflow. Imagine with just a simple message sent here on Telegram, the agent will execute it. And that's really the true added value of OpenClaw. All right, let's go. Let's get practical. Now, to install OpenClaw, as we mentioned, you shouldn't put it on your computer, because if this technology is misconfigured, if you make a mistake, or if there are external injections, the data will be at risk. So we don't put this technology on our own computer. It needs to be on an external server so we can manage it. And today, since it's an open source project, OpenClaw is free. You can just take it, get hosting like you would for a website, and host this tool. It's possible, but of course it requires quite a few lines of code to set up the Docker environment and install everything else needed to run this technology. So I made this video for beginners, and today I'm going to show you how to have an active OpenClaw server like this in just 2 minutes flat without typing a single line of code. All we need to do is find the pre-configured OpenClaw. So in this video, I'll show you how you can have, in 2 minutes, OpenClaw installed, programmed, secured, and directly launch requests and queries using Telegram. So my goal is to show you how to get a status like this, connected, launch the chat with OpenClaw, and especially have a valid configuration so that we don't run into any security issues. Now, I've already left the documentation here in the description. You just have to click to get my full documentation. So here you'll find all the installation steps. In fact, we'll go over a few steps, and especially some lines of code. If there are ever any security issues, I'll show you step by step how to configure them in case you need to set up specific systems or skills. And here we go. So now we're going to install the OpenClaw instance that's on the Hostinger server. I'll actually put the link in the description that takes you directly to this page. So this is a special OpenClaw server. That means we won't have to install OpenClaw. We'll find it already installed and pre-configured. So Hostinger actually offers several types of packs, you see. The one I'm interested in is this one, which has 2 processors with 8 gigabytes of RAM. And it's super fast. There's the KVM one, which is cheaper at €4.99 per month. But with that one, you can still feel some lag when you run it. Well, you can get it if you just want to see what the tool is like. But for me, it's really the KVM 2, which works like a charm and is super fast. Now, when I want to deploy it, I can actually use a coupon that Hostinger offered on their blog. I hope it's actually still working. It's Claw10. So let's apply it and see if it still works well. So Claw10 gives me a 10% discount. So we'll get it for €6.29 per month. And here, what I'm interested in is this info, automatic OpenClaw deployment. That means when we install it, we'll automatically have OpenClaw installed. There's an option that's very interesting, and I actually recommend it for businesses. If you click here on daily automatic backup, what happens? The server will have an automatic backup every single day. So it adds about €5.99 per month, but all the data we have here will be backed up daily, and that's a security guarantee from Hostinger. Meaning even if I lose the data, I can restore it with a simple click. And that's really great security. If you're a company, I really recommend this. But if you're a freelancer just testing and exploring the tech, it's not necessary, since it'll just be a test server. But if you really want to create workflows and work on your automation, take this option. It's essential. For the server location, you choose the country. I'm picking France. So I prefer to set the country to France, where I'll have all my data. And then I just click on continue to move on to the next step. Alright, so as soon as we place the order, we're taken to this interface. It's an interface that lets me directly configure OpenClaw. So first thing, the system is going to give me a token. Now be careful, this token is automatically generated, so it gives me a code. So what I recommend is simply clicking here to show the code. And you absolutely must copy this entire code into a secure document. You shouldn't share it. I'll show you later that thanks to this token, we'll activate our version of OpenClaw. Now, besides the token, we'll also need, well, this here is optional, not mandatory for now, we can do it later. But here, the system suggests connecting what are called LLMs. So here, I can either work with Anthropic or I can simply put in my key, OpenAI from ChatGPT. Now, personally, it's a choice really, but personally, I use OpenAI much more. So right here, I'm just going to put in my OpenAI API. And to do that, it's very simple. It is optional. So I go to Google and I type OpenAI API. And as soon as I find this first link, I click it. And then I log in here using my Gmail account. And there it gives me the interface, what's called the OpenAI platform. Now on this platform, there's the dashboard right here, or you can go directly to API keys. So here it allows me to create what are called APIs. For the API, I click here. I'm going to give it a name. So I'll call it OpenClaw, for example, like that. And I click to create this key. There we go, my key has just been created. I'm just going to copy it. Of course, the key is secret. You shouldn't share it, obviously. Now, thanks to this key, OpenClaw will have access to OpenAI's LLM, and that's very important. It will enhance the work, the writing, and the overall understanding. So, as a result, many people can actually use Claude's, but personally, I use OpenAI's. So there, I'm copying it here. Next, I'm just going to paste it right there, and there we go. Now I have my key, token, my OpenAI key, which is now well configured. All that's left to do is simply click on deploy. And there we go, the server has now been installed correctly. It's now in active mode. It's operational. I can of course launch it to access the OpenClaw interface. So I'm going to come here, I can click on this link, and you'll see it gives me a back office. Now this is completely normal. It tells you here that it's disconnected. So how do we connect it? Remember that we created a token. So this token here, we're just going to retrieve it now, and we're going to place this token right here. So we'll go ahead and click on the overview tab, and you'll see that it asks you to place the token right here. So what I'll do is copy the token from my computer, and then we'll place it there. There, once we've placed the code, we'll need to click on connect here to confirm the connection. And there we go, the system is connected. As you can see, the status is connected. And now we have a server, OpenClaw, ready to be operational, ready to launch.